tomorrow or within the following days after this event. So, yun lang. And then, if anybody in your company or like school or organization is interested, we're always open to partnerships. So, like, if you wanna promote the event itself, you wanna tell your friends about it, in the future, if you wanna do a speaking slot or like even a lightning talk as a sponsor, so just get in touch with us. We have also a sponsorship package which you can get at sponsor.formfunctionclass.com. And also, like, if you're also part of a company or stuff, just go to the tickets page on our website because we have a bunch of like promos also. Like, there's a 3+1 ticket deal. If you're a student, there's a fixed rate for students. And if you're part of a company, like you have a group of 3 or more or 5 or more, may fixed rate din done with added VIP perks for a company ticket, like you'll be acknowledged as a sponsor during the event, you'll be first in line, you'll have reserved seats during the event, etc. etc. So just visit our website for functionclass.com for all of that. So ayun. And then if you want to get in touch with PWDO, just email us or visit our website or follow us wherever those icons are. If you can recognize them. Yeah. So thank you guys. Are we moving to our sponsor?
So yes, we invite you guys for this August for the FFC. Hopefully you can sign up and register sa site namin. So the next would be our event sponsor, the Jellyfish Education Consultancy. They'll be giving to you some insights about the company and also how you can improve yourself to Japanese class.
at Jellyfish Education Philippines. So, who among you knows about our company, about Jellyfish? So, meron na po ba dito nakakaalam about our company? Like Jellyfish Education? Or maybe yung Jellyfish mismo na word? Okay, yung Jellyfish, alam nyo yun automatically, syempre, of course. So, just like a brief introduction about our company. So, Jellyfish is one of the Japanese companies in Japan, syempre, of course, in Japan. We are a big company. Supposedly, we have three branches in Vietnam, in the Philippines, and Indonesia. So before, Jellyfish is like an internet provider business. So then later on, nagkaroon ng parang innovation, like syempre technology sa Japan. The same with their kind of own business. So syempre, nagkaroon sila ng opportunity. What if mag-promote tayo ng program wherein gather tayo ng mga international students or foreigner students na magpunta sa Japan and mag-aral and then dun mag-promote or mag-expose ng career for their future. Okay? So first, I would like to play our video na lang po muna para meron kayong parang introduction about our company.
We all know that Japan is one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. According to worldatlas.com, Japan is one of the top countries in the Information and Communication Technology Development Index. It is one of the countries that has the best access, use, and skills in information and communication technology today. With the rapid growth of Japan's economy and its highly advanced innovation in terms of technology, Japan has opened greater opportunities for IT professionals, especially in software development, computer and network engineering, computer other related field of expertise. With this, Jellyfish Education Consultancy, together with Bridge Institute for Technology in Okayama, Japan, brings you a study and work program that offers international internship for information technology, computer engineering, and all courses equivalent. With 1 year and 6 months of language training and IT-related part-time job in Bridge Institute of Technology, Okayama, Japan, you are guaranteed to learn and master your skills while we help you prepare for the greater opportunities that awaits you anywhere around the world. If you are a college graduate of any IT, computer, network, and software engineering courses, willing to study Nihongo and work part-time, enroll now and join the pioneering students on their kickoff to a bigger career path.
Okay, ayan. Anyway, nakita niyo po yung video. Hindi niyo naman po yung video namin. Okay, anyway, so proceed na tayo sa program proper na i-offer po namin for all of you. So, as earlier kanina, narinig ko, all of you are all graduates of IT or I don't know, I'm not sure kung IT lahat or programmer lahat or web design. So, normally, ang ino-offer kasi ni Jellyfish na program is yung Study in Japan program, which is 1 year mag-aaral sa Japan ng language course. At the same time, may part-time job po kami support for our students. So, ayun. Anyway, habang nag-explain ako, we will distribute your an assessment form. So, para meron po kaming tawag dito, para makasendan po namin kayong email regarding our program that we are offering. And then, at the same time, kung gusto nyo pong mag-apply or mag-inquire for this program po. Okay? So, ayan. So, number 1 is ito, yung Bridge Institute of Technology, Okayama. This is one of our program where it specialized for IT or computer-related course graduates. So, sino po ba dito yung mga IT? IT talaga, IT graduates. Okay. Si Sir naman yung IT doon. Anyway, kayo po sir, ano po yung course ninyo?
Malayo, nursing.
Nursing, okay. Good job. Anyway, ayan. Well, it depends, okay? So, hindi lang naman kami tumitingin doon sa kung ano yung course. So, number 1 kasi sa Japan is yung skills mo, right? Okay? So, like here in the Philippines, kailangan masyadong, talagang kailangan makita yung, like, yung anong graduate mo, anong inaral mo. So, syempre, mas important pa rin yung skills mo at the same time. Okay? So, explain ko po sa inyo ngayon, yung offer namin, which is yung special program for IT or computer-related course. So, this is like actually, this is study now, study now, pay later system program. Okay? So, this is the school wherein mag-aaral po sa Japan ng language for 1 year and 6 months. But, yung part-time job po may po-provide po namin is related talaga siya sa web designing, programming, or yung sa talagang related sa skills, more on computer-related. Okay, so, ano yung na-expect natin? Siyempre, pag nasa Japan tayo, ano ba yung expectation natin? Siyempre, malaki yung income. Siyempre, di ba? Bakit sa Japan? Bakit sa Japan tayo mag-aaral? So, number 1, least of the, one of the least violent country. So, number 2, has high economy. Okay, number 3 is, syempre, mataas yung salary. So, bakit ba tayo nag-aaral? Bakit ba tayo nagmamasteral? Nagpapakadalubhasa tayo sa skills natin? Syempre, gusto natin yumaman, di ba? Okay? Doon na tayo makikiligoy pa, di ba? Gusto natin yumaman. Bakit ba tayo nandito? Sige, si Madam, tatanungin ko. Ma'am, bakit tayo nandito?
Personally, I just want to learn experiences from Chi and the other speaker. But yeah, money please. Yes.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Anyway, ayan. So, this is the school. Okay, yung makikita nyo, okay naman yung school, diba? Maayos naman siya. Okay, so, one of our aspiration, just to give you an information about Japan. So, syempre, hindi na rin linid sa mayaman yung bansa, and then mag-iwan ka lang daw ng wallet is babalik sa'yo after an hour. Okay? And then, ayun, is, nangyayari kasi sa Japan, they have this kind of scarcity with their manpower, lalo na sa IT. So that's why they have this kind of idea na mag-promote, what if mag-gather tayo ng mga international or foreigner students na gustong magtrabaho sa Japan. So bakit sila low ng manpower? Bakit kaya? So because of their population scarcity. So low fertility rate, for example, more on puro adult, like old persons. For example, yung nga po, mga puro matatanda na yung nagtatrabaho sa kanila. That's why gusto po nila is magkaroon ng mga medyo young professionals wherein in the future, makapag-migrate sa Japan, syempre, lumaki yung population nila. Okay? They are concerned at the same time with their economy in the future. So, ayan. Next. Okay. So, in this kind of program po, na hindi siya like yung typical na nag-aaral. Like, for example, may examination, may test paper, or may pa-activity every day. So, this kind is like a project-based learning basis po tayo. So, like this kind of parang interaction. So, number one, like research, reading, listening, observing, thinking. So, parang brainstorming siya. Para hindi po maboring yung mga estudyante. At least they are creating their minds, like, nag-move talaga yung creativity. Okay? And then output writing, and speaking, feedback, and reflection. Actually, before, this kind of program kasi is bago lang talaga sa amin. So, kukunti lang po yung mga estudyante namin na padala sa Japan. Pero I have this one kind of student na talagang porsigido siya. Kasi this is not just like mabilis ka agad. Hindi ka agad-agad na natatanggap dito sa program na to. Well, kailangan mo pa rin ng tawag ito, sipag at syaga at the same time kung decided ka talagang pumunta sa Japan. Okay? So, sino na po ba dito nakapunta ng Japan? Experience Japan. Like, for example, 2 to 3 days tourist. Mga ganun, 3 days lang. Wala ka. Okay. Okay. So, hopefully, one of you, try nyo po pumunta sa Japan para experience nyo. Okay? Purpose of internship. This is like just an internship, right? So, wherein parang, di ba pag nag-OJT or nag-intern tayo, nagtatrabaho, at the same time, may income. So, hindi siya pressured work lang. And then, hindi ka yung masyadong stress doon kasi you're talagang explore mo talaga yung skills mo like working and at the same time, nag-aaral ka. Okay? And then, ayan, number 1, projects and technologies. So, familiar po ba kayo sa mga terminologies na nakalagay? Like HTML, CSS, JS, WordPress, and okay. Familiar po ba kayo? Hindi ako familiar. Sorry kasi hindi ako IT or something, Okay. So, hindi naman ganun kadali kung basta-basta tawag dito, makapasok dito sa program na to. So, we have this kind of qualifications. So, kailangan college graduate ka ng computer-related course. Or if you have experience regarding web design, programming, encoding, networking, something like that. So, and then, as must have a GWA equivalent 80% and above. Ayun, sino po dito may GWA? 80% and above. Okay, anyway, nahihiya pa kayo, alam ko namang 19. Anyway, so ayan, must be willing to study Japanese language and to engage in information technology internship. So ayun, willing po ba kayong mag-engage sa IT or web? Ayan. Tatango-tango siguro. Good job. Okay, ayan. And then, must be willing to get exposed in a Japanese culture. Ayan, sino po ba marunong na mag-konnichiwa o arigato gozaimasu? Okay, si ate. Ayan, mahilig po ba sa Naruto, mga anime? kayo. Kung mahilig niyo siya, okay, bagay po kayo dito. Okay, this application process, for example, first is the assessment. So for example, if you're really interested, kunyari si ate nag-inquire siya sa akin, lumapit siya sa akin, sabi niya, Ning, gusto ko talagang sumali dyan sa gusto ko talaga mag-Japan. Okay, sige ate, lapit ka sa akin. Dalhin ka sa Japan. Charot. Okay, so first is assessment, and then next is pre-qualifying examination. Okay? So the examination will be online. Okay? So i-check ko muna yung G1 niya, and then kung ano din siya, at the same time, kung financially capable siya, para kung mapaprocess ba natin possible yung mga papers niya, kung pupunta siya sa Japan, and then ayun, mag-e-exam muna siya through online. Then kung makapasa siya, so dalawa yung examination. For example, yung class marker, and then yung Hakara class. So pag pumasa siya doon, and then at the same time sa interview, so proceed siya sa contract signing. Okay? So meaning to say, ipaprocess natin yung application niya, and then decided na siya na mag-go sa program. Okay? Then next is the payment for the application fee. So may babayaran din siyang fee. So hindi lang naman din magiging hindi lang pwede niyang exemption na lang dito is yung tuition fee. So yun yung pwede niyang maging free. So mamaya makikita ninyo kung magkano yung tuition fee, kung gaano kalaki yung difference niya dun sa normal program na ina-offer namin. Okay? And then pwede na siya mag-submit ng documents, and then mag-interview na yung school. And then pag pumasa siya doon, mag-aantay tayo ng 3 months for the result of her COE. So pag pumasa po siya sa COE, sa immigration sa Japan, meaning to say, tuloy po siya sa Japan. And then mag-proceed na po siya sa payment for the processing fee, accommodation, and sa PIDO, sa pre-departure orientation seminar. And then mag-a-apply tayo ng visa niya, and then mag-book po tayo ng ticket, and then go to Japan na po. Okay, may questions po ba kayo dito? Wala naman. Okay, so this one is yung mga initial requirements po, just in case. So gusto nyo pong interested po kayo, pwede po kayo mag-send sa amin nitong mga requirements na to, letter of intent, resume, true copy of grades, diploma, certificate of graduation, candidacy. Okay? So, ayan. As you can see, ito po yung magagastos nyo in availing our program. Pero, hindi po i-included dito yung tuition fee because this is like a study now, pay later. So, just to give you kung magkano yung sinisweldo ni student monthly, so 80,000 Japanese yen. So, pwede pang tumaas yan. Pwede pang maging 100,000 Japanese yen per month. So, ganun kalaki compared to our normal study in Japan, students namin na nasa Japan ngayon. Okay? Kumikita sila around, yung iba, 30 or 40,000 Japanese yen per month. Pero dito sa IT, kasi hindi man nga po yung IT ngayon, so, mas malaki. Okay? Ayan. So, as you can see, ito yung normal na program na in-offer po namin. Ang magagastos talaga is 626,000. Pero since IT is special, IT students, so kailangan, nagkaroon po sila ng parang, study now, pay later system. So wala po munang babayaran tuition fee. Okay? So as you can see, ang laki ng difference. Ito lang yung initial cash out ng student, 152,000. But the normal program is 626,000 before going to Japan. Okay? So, these are the initial requirements. So, pwede nyo itong picturean para makita ninyo. Para meron po kayong idea kung ano yung mga documents na pwede yung i-ready. If gusto nyo nung Study Japan program normal or yung program na Study Now, Pay Later. So, ito din po yung, parehas lang din po yung requirements. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so just to give you a parang, information about dun sa school. So, yung lifestyle po nila, like for example, 7:30, wake up, shower, breakfast, 9 a.m., Japanese class, And then 12 to 12:15 lunch break po ng mga students. And then ayun, start internship. And then overall meeting, project task, team meeting, and then end of the internship. So hindi naman sila yung parang full buong araw, walang tulog, trabaho, gano'n. So hindi naman siya gano'n. So, hindi naman kayo kakawawain aanihin dun sa Japan like parang OFW. So hindi siya gano'n. So like parang normal Japanese na nagtatrabaho din talaga, enjoy. So at the same time yung place, ito po yung parang place nila yung school, at the same time yung parang bedrooms po nila. Yan, ito yung dining area, kitchen. Ayan po. And these are the documents that we will wait from the immigration. So yan po yung certificate of eligibility and certificate of acceptance. Okay? Okay. May questions po ba kayo regarding our program that we're offering? Questions po kayo about sa program, IT? Wag lang po sa mga IT yung IT. Okay. Kayo po, may questions po ba kayo, ma'am? Kayo po. Okay. Anyway, ayun po. Okay. Thank you so much for listening po, ma'am, sir. Thank you very much po. Anyway, paki-fill up na lang po yung forms namin. And then, pwede pong nagsasend po kami sa inyo ng details regarding our program. And then yun po, pwede po kayo mag-reply dun sa email if ever po. Or kung gusto niyo po, bibigyan ko po kayo ng calling card. If ever. Sino po? Gusto? Okay, thank you po. Thank you so much po.
Ayan guys, kaya napakaganda ng program from Jellyfish. Maganda yung Japanese class na yung mga opportunities sa Japan, ang dami yun, openings actually. Maganda yun sa job street marami. So, anyways, yun lang yun po. Anyway, yun. Thank you Jellyfish for the sponsorship also. Later, we're gonna do some raffle regarding sa voucher na ibibigay nila sa mga participants ngayon. So, hopefully, joke. Anyways, di ba lang anyways, we'll move on to our next speaker. Ayun, for the first speaker of the MiniFFC event is Chi Señires.
Okay.
Hindi ko pala matitignan yung notes ko dito. Anyway, sige. Hello everyone. My name is Chi. So, yung talk for today will be more on transitioning from implementation to design. So basically from front-end development to UX design. Pero I just want to say other than my name. I'm a UX designer from Philippines, and I draw from time to time. I am also a freelance front-end web developer, so kung may mga projects kayo, and I also love puns, pero sadly, basta, wala lang, random. Okay, to start, raise your hand. Gusto ko lang na malaman kung ano yung makeup of the crowd, yes. Raise your hand if you're a front-end developer. Wala. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay. Ako, UI or UX designer. Yay. Okay. Hello. UX engineer. Yung nag-UI at also nag-front-end code din. Yun. Tapos back-end developer. Okay, back-end. Yeah. So ano yung iba Okay, so, okay, yung talk ko kasi mostly will be related to my experience so far working. Pero before we get into those, since dun sa title ko it's from implementation to design, define muna natin yung implementation. So, what is implementation? Sabi lang yan. Shout! What is implementation? Define lang. Ganyan na rin siya. Okay, fine. But implementation is doing something. It's mostly dun sa, it's mostly related to building a plan. So, you can relate it to like an engineer. When you're building a house, you can relate it to an engineer or a builder who's building the house based on a couple of plans that was given to them based on like a set of blueprints and stuff. So you can relate that to front-end development, or I'd like to relate it somewhat to front-end development because like a builder who builds a house based on a plan, a front-end developer usually gets given designs or like specs from someone else. Usually, minsan may tao din yung gumagawa. But anyway, makakuha sila ng plans na yun, and then they're the ones in charge of implementing it and building it. But it's not just simply getting this box to appear the same way doon. So, yung mga ginagawa ng mga front-end developers, it's not as simple as just turning the design into something tangible. They have to think about how to set it up properly. Hindi lang yung basta bara-bara lang nagagawin lang nila na, okay, yan, sige, lagyan ako ng div. So, lagyan ako ng isa pang div. Pero yung div na yun, ay, yan, wala lang. Trip ko lang. So, kailangan isipin nila na sineset up nila ito properly so that in the future, hindi na siya masisira. Like, building a house, you know what materials are proper to use when building a sturdy house. You know what frameworks to use, you know what tools, languages maybe na ginagamit sa client side or something. Like, you're aware of all of those things, and then you also manage them so that you can do your job properly. Then, for design naman, design is such an easy and hard word to define because it's such a simple and very all-encompassing term sometimes. So, design naman, it's making a plan. It's trying to solve for something. Yung nag-design ka ng, magawa ka ng plan. Magawa ka ng, meron kang problem na sinusolve, tapos tinatry mo siyang solve in a way that will be what is best for the context of where it's from. So, doon naman balik tayo sa bahay, or balik tayo sa house. Yun naman yung architect. I mean, I will relate it to the architect. Kasi parang, isipin, kayo kakausap kunyari dun sa mga clients, dun sa mga people who want to live in the house. You're gonna ask them, what kind of, malalaman mo muna from like meeting the client is like, oh, they're a family of three, or they're alone, or they're a big family, may mga anak sila, may mga lola sila, lolo, ganyan. So you already have an idea na parang, okay, they need these set of bedrooms, this and that, etc. So iniisip nyo na yung parang, nagpa-form na kayo ng plan. Again, babalik ako sa plan. Na parang nagawa, as eventually, nalatan nyo na yung blueprints of the house para kasi, yun nga, parang na-apply mo na kung ano yung natutunan mo from talking to the client and then putting it on some form na medyo tangible, pero it's not yet the real thing. You also, some architects also, maybe, alam ko, parang I know na meron ng mga software that can allow architects to make 3D models of the houses, so kasama na rin yun. Essentially, you're trying to visualize, you're trying to make it more concrete, pero it's not yet there. So that's the job of architect. And i-relate ko ito sa UX design. Hindi na natin sa word. Pero essentially, UX design kasi, it's a part of UX, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say na yun lang yun. Marami pang branches on UX. Pero for UX design at least, you're in charge of designing the interfaces, you're in charge of designing the experience also. So that, ma-solve mo yung problem of whatever your users, the people you're working for, or yan, yung mga customers mo, or yung mga sinaservice yung mga people, yung mga hinahanap na yung mga problema. Okay. The advantages of knowing both sides. The advantages of knowing how to build how to design something, and also how to code it. How to build it. So, a designer knows how to code. Meron mga ganun tao here. A designer who knows how to code. Ako, I guess. I would consider myself that. Kasi, ito yung mga advantages niya. Like, you design applications knowing the limitations of the platform you're designing for. So, hindi ka lang bara-bara sabihin mo, dapat may animation na. Gumagalaw na ganito, tatambling-tambling yung isang box. Tapos, lalabas siya na ganyan. Pero parang isipin mo naman kung developer ka. Ano gagawin yun? Parang, loko-loko tong designer na puso. Pero, other than knowing the limitations, you also know the possible solutions that you can do based on what is already yung possible sa platform. Like, since may limitations ka nga, nakakita ka lang, nandun ka lang sa space na yun. But there's so much more that you can do within that platform, within that application. For example, you're designing a mobile application. Parang limited ka sa phone. But there's so many things you can do with the phone. Ngayon, ginagawa na nilang AR. Or like, parang dati hindi mo naman may isip na gagamitin mo siya for like watching TV. But now you do it. Because eventually we got to that point na we saw, like people saw that you can do that to the phone. We thought about it. Tapos, another fact, if your designer knows how to code, you don't have to fight a lot with developers since you get where they are coming from. So, yun, parang maiintindihan mo na parang kapag sinabi ko to in this way, sasabihin na, naisip mo. Pero if you say it in another way, parang maiintindihan nila na, kasi ganito siya, ganito ko siya gagawin. Ito yung purpose niya. Parang, ito yung reason why we are doing this. This is the reason why we're adding this particular animation. This is the reason why we want to change this color, the color of this element to this one. Kasi nakakasila siya ng mata or something. Something na gano'n. At least, maintindihan mo rin yung reason bakit sila nag-resist. Usually, merong designer versus developer thing. Ewan ko kung nag-exist pa rin yun. I think nag-exist pa rin yun in some companies or in other places. Pero, parang if you're open to that idea na parang, okay, you understand where they're coming from kasi alam mo na mahirap din baguhin yung code na nagawa mo na like a millennial in your mind. Parang, at least, matutulungan mo sila or like mapapahelp mo sila ma-realize na, okay, this is helpful. Kung developer ka naman na who knows how to design, so, wala, okay. Kung developer naman who knows how to design, you become aware of the challenge to balance form and function. By the way, sabi nga, di ba, may form, function, and class. Attend kayo ng form, function, and class.
Segue.
Yeah, segue. MiniFFC. Anyway, yun nga. When you're a developer in design, I can attest to this because I worked with a lot of people who have some semblance of understanding design. Hindi naman yung parang puro ito lang yung ginagawa nila, puro develop. But technically, when you're getting into web development, for example, at some point, you will learn some form of design. Hindi siya super malalim, or it's a start. Tapos, magiging aware ka dun sa challenge to balance form and function. Kasi sometimes, you can do something in one way, but if you do it in another way, the benefits are greater. The benefits are like, dun sa user part, para mas makakatulong siya. You can make something na button, or sige, sabihin natin, semantic HTML. Pupunta na lang ako dun since this is a web design meetup. Yung sinasuggest, or like rather, yung nire-recommend na nilang gawin mo when you're designing a website is, instead of just using divs, tapos define ka ng super many things, or maybe like, iwanan mo lang siya as is. Instead of doing that, you use a button tag, or maybe a link. Depending on the use, you use that form, that tag, so that you declare already, okay, this is what it's used for. Tapos, yung browser, may intindihan ako tuloy na parang, okay, I know that this is a button and this is not a link. I'm not gonna read it this way. I know that this is a header and then this is the body. This is not some weird text lang na tuloy-tuloy. So, in the end, marami ka natutulungan. Medyo hassle siya sa simula if like you're already used to just making lots of divs and then making lots of classes, like super haba classes na parang lahat yun, dinidefine ng lahat yun. Pero once you get the hang of it, it's like, eventually, masasanay ka. It's now a habit that you form. As a developer in most design, you can also build applications while keeping in mind that the person will use what you're building. Sometimes that's like a hole na pwedeng mapulong yung isang developer. Like, iniisip nila lahat ng mga technical aspects, mga technical problems. Medyo minsan parang gagawin na lang nila, sige, gawin na natin yung easiest way. Parang, gawin na lang natin itong, chord or something. Dadalian na lang nila yung buhay nila kasi parang gusto ko na matapos to. Pero, kung alam mo yung design, at one point, may isip mo parang, wait lang, pero pag ginawa ko to, paano yung tao nagagamit ito eventually? Hindi ba sila mahihirapan? Parang, hindi ba magiging hassle to sa kanila or like, hindi ba ito magiging detrimental na parang magiging sila, ba't hindi siya niloload na mabilis? Kasi ang dami nangyayari sa likod. Okay. Tapos, you can have more productive discussions with designers since you also get where they are coming from. So, magkakaintindihan na sila. Magkakaintindihan na si designer at si developer. In some way, may middle ground na sila. Kasi, ngayon as a developer, not me, from friends na kilala ko. Now at least, like, they understand. And they also actively think about solutions. They help the designers now. Maybe you can do this. I know how to do this, and I think naman magiging helpful ito. That has happened to me so far sa work ko. Kasi minsan yung may isip akong way. And then sasabihin nila, what if gawin nyo na lang ganito? Tapos, lalakad niya. Tapos alam niya kung paano niya gagawin. Tapos parang, okay. If yung developer, hindi niya iniisip yung gagawa lang siya ng gagawa. Like a builder lang na in the simplest sense of the word. Hindi niya iisipin yun. Pero kung nangipake siya, if they care of other building, tapos iisipin nila na parang, okay, makakatulong ito sa user. Then, at the very least, magtutulungan kayo ng design. Kasi you work closely with them. Vice versa. Okay. Pero now yung question is, the talk is transitioning from implementation to design. So, the question is, why transition? Baka pagod ka na nag-develop ka, build yung designers, parang wala silang pakitun sa time na kailangan mo para mag-code ng isang website ng isang application na ayoko na, I wanna do something else. I'm sick of it. Or maybe you just want to try something new. you started learning code, you started learning HTML, CSS, you started learning how to make apps. Maybe, or rather, you started learning pala how to make mga wireframes, parang ganyan. Or like, nakaka-curious ka, paano nila ginagawa yung mga magaganda ng mga applications na or mga websites? How do they do that na parang kalatag siya ng sobrang ganda? Tapos hindi ko na naiisip yung na parang, nagagawa ko pala yung kailangan kong gawin. Like, you don't realize that it's actually helping you. Or, wala, parang, you want to be more, if you're in the company, for example, or you're in a startup, maybe you want to be more involved in the decision making when it comes to actually designing or like choosing what solutions you pick when you're solving like certain problems. Like if yung startup niyo solve certain problem, as a developer, maybe you won't have much of a say. I'm not sure for others, pero as in, parang technically medyo may top-down din yun kasi parang the designer thinks of the solution, they pass it to the developer so that they can build it, and then vice versa pa, ulit-ulit lang yun. Maybe you wanna be that person na nag-isip, okay, yung gagawin ko sunod. So, that talk, or this talk rather, is for those people who wanna go to there, into UX design, for example. So, in transitioning to design, yung mga suggestions lang itong bibigay ko. I mean, I don't have all the answers, and I've only worked for like in the industry for like 2 years lang. Nakagraduate ka lang 2 years ago. Pero kasi because of all the things that I've learned so far, and from the people that I've talked to, lots of mentors, lots of experts in the field, in the industry, ito yung mga na-pick up ko. And this is also what I'm trying to do as a UX designer who was formerly a front-end developer. Kasi yun talaga yung sa isip ko nila gawin ko pag-graduate ko. Because I'm a CS graduate, and I thought I knew coding because I knew HTML and CSS. But then I was so wrong. Kasi sinabi ko yun sa class ko, it's like, hello, my name is Chi. Oh, I know HTML and CSS. Other people are like, I know Java or something else. And then our prof went in front and said, okay, for the people who know HTML, CSS, or those people who said it, I'm sorry, but that's not the programming language. What am I doing here? Why did I shift into CS? But then, after a while, I found my love for computer science again, because I found a way to merge what I'm learning now or what I learned with what I already knew or what I already really like doing, which is design, which is before graphic artist yung gusto kong gawin. And then eventually nakita ko parang, oh, I can design yung mga interfaces na ginagamit ng mga tao ngayon. I can help design yung mga applications na ginagamit natin, yung mga websites na we get information from. Ito lang yung mga suggestions ko or mga tips from my experience and from other people. So you expose yourself to UX, you practice the design problems, you talk to people in the industry, and do it all over again. So what do I mean when I say you expose yourself to UX? First of all, you need to learn about UX. If you don't know anything about UX, you don't know anything about the field that you want to get into, you just start learning about it. So, reading ng books, magbasa kayo ng articles, nandalakpak yan, it's a buzzword now. So, pretty sure marami na yung makikita. Pero, yun, parang mag-absorb na kayo ng information. Watch videos from classes and tutorials. I'm pretty sure there's also a lot of that. And you also learn the different methods that you can use while you're in the field. So UX is not just about design. It's not just about making pretty pictures, making pretty interfaces. It's also about getting feedback and also like going back to the user. It's not about the design. It's about the user. Simula yung word of UX design. So it's about the experience of the user and how you can improve that, how you can make it delightful, how you can make it better for them. So at least, hindi na sila mahirapan. Ang dami nating pangit na mga experiences everywhere. Maybe you can help like alleviate some of that. Okay. Then, practicing with design problems. Okay. Natutunan mo na, okay, you can do all of these things. You can do wireframing, you can do making prototypes, ito yung mga design patterns na mga pwede mo ma-apply sa mga websites or sa mga applications na ginagamit mo, paano mo na ma-apply yun, or paano mo na siya magagamit wherever you want. You need to apply what you learned kasi mahirap din naman yung aral ka lang ng aral. Tapos parang useless lang siya kasi nasa utak mo lang siya. So, force that knowledge from your mind into your hands, into whatever craft you want to make. So you make user flow, you make journey maps, you create wireframes, you create mockups and prototypes, and just do everything. Like, technically, nag-iterate lang kayo sa kung ano yung, alam mo, UX mo yung learning mo. So, from there, syempre, magte-test ka rin ng mga creations mo. So, kunyari may naisip ka, oh, what if I make an app that logs my finances? Tapos, sasave niya din sino yung mga may utang sa akin. Sasave niya sino yung na utang ako. Sorry, random. Actually, ginawa ko. So, easy mo to like, okay, that's a problem I want to solve. Okay, I'll try to make something out of it. Maybe your solution won't be one of the best. Maybe it's also not the worst. But it's something, and it's not the final thing. You can improve on what you're working on anytime. Like, you can think about, oh, maybe I could do this. And then, just doing that constant process, like, it makes you, helps you practice. Eventually, you'll get better at what you're doing. Okay. And then also, you talk to the people in the industry. Kasi you can only learn so much from mag-isa. Siyempre, there are other people around you. That's why you go to meetups like this. So, yun na, you join design communities and other interest groups. So, right now, it's like PWDO, yun, meron silang conference. So, attend din kayo mga conferences and meetups. Parang ngayon, yung, let's go to converse with the people from different backgrounds. So, syempre, as a developer going into a designer route, maybe you don't know the field that you're going into. Maybe takot ka kasi parang baka yung nasa isip mo na designers, yung mga sloppy people na parang, oh, this hex color is blah blah blah. Or like, masasabi mo na parang, oh, pwede mo ba, ito parang 2 square, I don't know, medyo, hindi ko alam kung ano na yung, never ako napunta dun sa point na inisip ko kasi always in the middle. But anyway, parang na at least, magiging tao na yung mga people na parang magkakaroon na ng face yung mga narinig mo from the articles or like yung nababasa mo from the articles na these are the people who design these interfaces and these are what they think. Tapos you also learn from them kasi they also have their own experiences. They're people too. So you gather all of these information. Technically, it's like learning again. Pero this time, may conversation, may response. May sasabihin ka. And then ngayon, babalik na sila na, oh, you know, I did this. Or you can do this. Or something. So, be it your peers, mga kasabayan mo, mga contemporary mo, or maybe people who have been there since like 10 years ago when UX still wasn't a thing. So parang sasabihin mo, oh, bakit mahilig yung ginagawa namin. So ngayon din na. So matututunan mo yun, like ma-appreciate mo na tuloy yung journey that it took para lang makarating to where we are na. Tapos sa mga design communities na pwede, like, just name some things like, ito, PWDO, Philippine Web Designers Organization, meron UXPH, nandito pala yung founder ng UXPH, nandito si founder. Si Sir Eddie, sorry. Founder, wala lang, sobrang inside joke. But, yeah, parang hindi ko may mga UX communities, if you're more into the product design, product management, I don't know, once you get into the, like, you want to build products, you want to think about the business, parang yung more on that side, there's product management, so product PH, there's Agile, there's Sketch Meetup, ang dami yan. You just have to look, Facebook, Eventbrite, Meetup, everywhere, friends. You can just get, like, ang dami opportunities outside to, like, learn, get into a new field, or to learn something new. You just have to ask. So, do it all over again. After you like do it, yung ginawa mo yung isang round, you do it again. and just do it again and again and again. Kasi essentially, lang naman yung gagawin mo. In one way, nag-overlap din yung mga things na yan. Kasi once you're talking to people, maybe you can do, mapapractice mo rin yung mga ginagawa mo mga wireframes, or maybe like, matatest mo it with them, tapos you'll get feedback, possibly, oh, maybe you could have done it like this. Kasi it's an iterative process. UX mo yung sarili mo. Yeah. So, if you want to get into UX design as a developer, it's an easy way to start, I guess, now. Kasi marami ng information, but you just really have to do it. You just have to get out there, start doing things. Maybe you'll make mistakes along the way, but it's part of the learning process. Don't bully yourself into thinking na parang, I did something wrong. Hindi ko na pwedeng pasukan to. I'm just a developer. It's part of the learning process. Malalaman mo na eventually, kung hindi nangyari ito sa akin, I wouldn't be where I am now. So yeah. And that's it with my thoughts. And thank you. And I also done sort of, you can also okay. So, do you have any questions? Kung wala, you can approach me na lang naman if you want to talk about other things, so you may idea ka or something. No questions.
Ikaw, ano mas love mo phone words?
Wala, yun. Well, sa ngayon, design, kasi yun lang ginagawa ko ngayon. Ang hirap-hirap maging mag-isang design.
Kaya kasi mabuhay.
Pero yun.
Yeah, questions. Thank you. If you're known as a front end, what are your struggles explaining to your either past clients or people who've known you for as a front end and explaining them what you're doing so right now? The struggles of explaining that. Yeah.
So, the question is more on, kilala ka na as this person,
Yeah.
as a developer. Now you're in design. How do you tell them na, no, I'm into design? Is it correct? Okay. Well, first, maybe, if it's a client, you can be upfront about it, but you should be parang, sorry, if I do code, I don't really do code now. What I can help you do is to make sure that what we're gonna build, hindi ka na yung mag-build. Pero what you're gonna design, what you're gonna build, the product that you're gonna make, is something that will have an impact. Na parang hindi siya yung gagawin mo siya once, tapos magsasayang ka ng oras kasi parang mali pala yung ginawa mo. Kasi now, as a designer, parang mag-research, parang may process yun. Hindi lang naman yung bara-bara parang basta, develop, parang 6 months, gawin, 1 year, develop na isang buong system, sulat na gumamit, sayang yung pera. So parang, at least ito, pwede mo i-argue na parang, now at least, I can help you through the process of getting to the point that yung i-develop na ng mga people na nagagawa na, not me, but other people who will do that. Parang hindi na masyadong mahirap mag-agree, or like, at least may feedback na, or like may research na, merong reason kung bakit ito yung nangyari, ito yung nangyari. And minsan kasi mahirap yung sasabihin nila na parang, alam mo naman gawin ito, di ba? Parang, ba't di mo na lang gawin? Parang sabihin mo na lang na, okay, maybe I can do that. But if it's a client, I'm thinking in a client. Iba yung sa company kasi mas mahirap na lalo na pag may boss na yun. Pero, for example, for a client, you could say, okay, I can work on this as a developer, but you'll have to pay me extra, for example. Or like, ito yung mangyayari, ito yung impact niya. So maybe, I'll spend my time more on the code, not on the design. But then it's possible na in like a month, may kita mo na may bug siya. Or like, may kita mo na, hindi pala ito umagana. Or like, hindi pala siya patok to the people. No one will use this. It's very nice to look at, or like, it's very functional. But if no one is there Like, if not one person will use your product, or if many people use your product and it's like, bakit ganito? Ang bagal niya, bakit palagi nag-error? Wala naman ginagawa, mali or something. Lost din nila yun. That's their waste of money. So at least, like, put it on front na lang na parang, this is not what we do anymore. But I can help you get to a better place. So, as a client. Kung company naman yan, wala. I don't know how to answer that. Pero yun, parang, as a client, you have to be upfront about it. Kasi mahirap din yun yung parang, force ka nila sabihin na, gawin ko na, ano mo na lang, para mabilis. Iba ng bayad yun. Iba ng game.
Any other questions?
I hope it answered your question.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chi. Kung hindi nyo nalalaman, ang nickname niya ay CSS.
So,
You can also call her CSS. Kasi if you saw our schedule earlier, noong February, we had a code in the dark. She placed third in our competition. So, yeah, she's a designer now, but yeah, she can go. Anyway, thank you to our first speaker. We're moving on to our next speaker, Voltz Jeturian. He's one of the development lead in National Government Portal and development of Open Data Philippines and Government Web Template. He is a main contributor to iGovPhil website templates for Drupal, WordPress, and Joomla frameworks, and they are used as standards for Philippine government websites. Happy Independence Day. He integrated the Government Philippines program, an essential element in the implementation of the e-government master plan, which aims to improve processes in government to provide better services to both citizens and businesses. He also likes mountaineering and is a member of Kamandag Mountaineering Association. Let's have a warm welcome for Voltz Jeturian.
Okay. Next. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, isa pa.
good evening.
Ayan, okay. So, I'm not sure kung paano ka na-invite dito. Ay, sabi mag-talk lang daw. So, eto, nandito ako. Ayan, so I'll be talking about the development challenge of the government web template or the GWT. Pero before I start, anyone of you is anyone of you here is familiar sa GWT? Government web template. Or have you heard of it? Somehow? Hindi? Okay. Sige, I'll be introducing the government template and what it does. So government template is a government template. Yes, and it's a standard government template for every government agencies. So, yun. Basically, sige, before I start yung sa history, basic history lang on how we conceptualize the government web template. I want to know the insight. Okay lang ba medyo maging technical ako after explaining the history content? So I'll be explaining the innards of the template, so the theme itself, the WordPress theme of the government template. So the basic features niya on how it works and how it used. Paano siya ginagamit? So okay lang, technical? Okay. As in code na lang? Okay, sige. Okay, so introduction lang. So my name is Voltz. And you can also call me Boj, B-O-J. I am a web developer since 2012. My first company is a startup company somewhere in Quezon City. So I joined iGov Field project in 2014. I'm still there. Disclaimer lang sa government template. The government template was created by a team of policy makers, decision makers, and lastly developers. So kami lang yung nag-implement ng ideas nila. It's a years of long hard work and collective effort by different kinds of people. Yeah, 2012. So 2012, one-to-one free government website was planned as a policy and part of the platform of the president during that time. So start ng term pa lang, ini-envision na nila yun. Kasi they feel that they needed to have a one government entity talaga, hindi siya siloed na government. Tons of policies, planning, review, revisions was made. So, long process to, planning, and lots of peer review ng policy. How do we start? Gaano ka, ano yung mga technical requirements natin, ano yung needs ng government websites talaga. Studies were made kung paano yung mga requirements. 2012 din, na National Budget Circular 542. So medyo may part na law dito, so please bear with me, was signed. So ano ba yung National Budget Circular? So it was transparency seal basically. Transparency seal was the compliance, the mandate compliance for the government to comply and generate reports on their website. Ito yung mga accomplishment reports nila. Ano yung mga ginawa nila on the previous years, kailangan nilang ma-generate yun and to be released sa public. It's a part of transparency ng government and accountability. So, budgets, yung mga ganyan. So, compliance yun. So, why not take it a step further? Bakit hindi siya i-incorporate sa website? So, kailangan i-mandate. So, currently, implemented pa rin ito. Ginagamit ito na ang nag-check dito is the Department of Budget and Management, DBM. So if you want to learn more, here's the link about us, Philippine Transparency Seal. So, medyo makakamang detail. So, very brief lang. 2013, so medyo malapit na, 5 years na lang. The AO 39 was then signed by the President. AO 39 or Administrative Order Number 39, Series of 2013, was signed by President Benigno Aquino. To be first implemented by PCDSPO, Presidential Communications Development and Strategic Planning Office. So medyo mahaba. Parang shield, no? Strategic Homeland yeah, so this is the SPO, which was then merged sa PCO na Presidential Communication Operations Office. Ngayon, so merged na sila. May common functions kasi yung ibang presidential office before. Yun, sa PCDSPO, ginamit niya yung the first version ng first version ng government web template sa gov.ph, which was used as the Gazette of the Philippines with the UWC team or the Unified Web Content Policy. Ang daming abbreviation, no? So baka magsama kayo sa abbreviation. So mga 5 years kasi ito, full abbreviation. As it's Annex Policy of AO 39. The Unified Web Content Policy is the one look, one feel policy for the government websites. So, the development was then be transferred as entered over to the AO 39 component of the Integrated Government Philippines Project under Information Communication Technology Office. I got the project, ICTM. So, kasama ko sa previous check. Ayan, so, which I was affiliated during that time. So, pero wala pa ako network, nung tinurnover ko. sa AO39 noon. Merong two functions si component ni AO39 sa iGov. First is the implementation of the UWCP, and second was the GWHS. And 2014 na, so 4 years na lang. On the February 2014, the first government web template for WordPress was forked from gov.ph. So yung source code nakuha and was added in the Meetup.com. So it was released unofficially sa public. So pwede nyo kunin yung source code mo. So yan. It unofficially released as OGL or Open Government License, in which anyone can fork the source. Until now, OGL pa rin naman. So open source siya. You can use it any way you want. Pwede nyo pang pagkakitaan. Pwede, sana. I'll show you how. Gusto nyo bang yumaman? Joke lang. Ayan, so government web template. Ayan. 2015, Joomla government web template followed by Drupal GWT was developed and released with the same design style as the WordPress. So, since maraming nag-implement, majority of the government website was currently, I was using Joomla and WordPress as their major CMS during that time until now. So we decided to implement additional support for Joomla. Then we released government web template for Joomla and Drupal capability. Sa Drupal naman, there are hardcore developers that they want to use Drupal. So medyo every now and then nagkakaroon kami request. So we implemented and supported Drupal. And which was my specialty. So nag-join ako ng 2014 and I was the one hands-on talaga sa development nito. And then, on the same year, PWAG was introduced, or the PWAG is a non-government organization na Philippine Web Accessibility Group. Philippine Web Accessibility Group. So PWAG is a NGO siya na nag-access sa mga to anyone na more knowledge or awareness of accessibility issues and more of sa web. So pwede naging partner siya ng iba't ibang klaseng government agencies. And kasama kami, naging partner kami nila for implementing accessibility guidelines. So tinuruan kami, nagkaroon sila ng series of talks. So tinuruan ano yung accessibility, so which is bagay sa government kasi hindi lahat ng citizens can access fairly sa technology ngayon. So with their help, tinulungan nila, naging aware kami, so ganun pala. So we have to be sensitive sa development din kasi milyon-milyon tao possible na makakita ng template and the website and the content itself. So we have to support at least yung minorities na PWDs, persons with disabilities. Then GWT was further developed. Dinevelop ulit, so nagkaroon ng additional features, nagkaroon ng additional etc. for accessibility. Pero challenge din sa amin yun is the team is one thing, yung content is another thing. So kung yung team na yung GWT supported niya yung technical part ng accessibility, yung iba na nagde-develop ng content or nag-create ng content sa websites nila hindi accessible, like yung mga pinapublish nila ng contents hindi supported, hindi gumagamit ng proper implementation ng accessibility guidelines. In the end, yung content is hindi rin accessible. So, hindi siya magiging balance. So, kailangan yung team na ginagamit is accessible and the content is also accessible. So, dalawang parts yan. So, kailangan balance. Kasi kami, hindi namin naman hawak ng contents. Ang contents is nanggagaling na sa mismo owner na website. Okay? So, 2016, 4 years na lang. Yeah. Series of trainings on WordPress and Joomla was conducted, which was provided by the ICT for the government agencies. So we provided to conduct the trainings. Series of trainings to, so madami, sunod. Siguro we catered around 200 agencies. No? So yun.
But during that time, weren't the SUCs involved?
SUC,
Universities and colleges. Kasi it's a one-to-one fee for government agencies. The SUCs are government agencies. I was back then part of a SUC and I was in charge of the website. And when I implemented the website of the school, I just made it my own. I mean, I also used Joomla, pero how come there were no templates from somewhere? I didn't even know until now.
Siguro yung sa SUCs kasi is more of autonomous din. Kasi sila ay under ng check. If wala sa agenda ng check to implement such things, hindi yun ma-implement across all of the SUCs din. Okay, so, medyo iba rin yung separation eh. So, ang kaya lang hawakan namin is to mandate the NGAs, National Government Agencies, under ng executive branch. So, pero yung mga other agencies or parang attached agencies or state universities and colleges, hindi na kayang i-mandate na policy na yun. So, siguro walang meeting yung policy to implement. Pero they can use that. Okay lang, kasi government template na. PUP is using Jeturian. Pwede naman. So siguro doon lang kami nagkulang sa part. May part talagang hindi namin kaya cover talaga 100%. So pero it's a work in progress. Yeah. So 2016 din, WCAG or the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, which was a guideline under ng World Wide Web Consortium. So, you can read this online. Medyo mahaba siya, yung WCAG 2.0. Basically, tinuturo niya yung tamang implementation, how to design and develop web applications. Tapos, ano yung reason bakit kailangan ganun yung implementation? Like, bakit kailangan natin ng attributes sa image? Does anyone know why? SEO purposes? Ayan, sige. Okay, tinigyan na, bakit kailangan ng ad? Kasi if hindi mag-load yung image, alternative text yung display. Okay? So, pero, hindi lahat naman nakaka-read ng image. Paano kung wala akong visually impaired ako? So, visually impaired uses screen readers. So, sa Android iPhone niya, meron screen readers by default. You can enable them. You can use them by default. And i-read out loud niya. Basically, ang feature niya screen readers is i-read out loud niya yung nasa screen or anything na hinover mo. So, yung touch mo, instead of click agad, read niya yan. So, quick prompt jumps over the lazy button. So, yung image, they cannot read image. So, kasi syempre, may kailangan nila, it's either, explain mo pa siya by RGB, green, blue, blue. Kasi pala dagat yung may lumot sa gitna. So, hindi mo naman ma-identify yun, diba? So, how do you explain it? So, alternative text, okay? Hindi na to sa government, applicable to sa lahat. always implement alternative text sa mga ABS as much as possible, especially kung content creator kayo, kung nagsusulat kayo, nagpa-publish kayo content. Okay? Sige. Pag hindi ko nakita. So, WCAG. Mahaba kasi yung policy ng WCAG. Mahaba yung guidance nila. So, buti na lang, nagkaroon sila ng 4 na abbreviation. POUR, perceivable, operatable, understandable, and robust. Perceivable, ibig sabihin, kaya mo i-sense. Ano ba yung basic senses natin? 5 basic senses. Isa lang kung may third eye ka. 6 senses. Yeah. So, perceivable, how do you perceive the technology? So, without, kayo, complete yung senses nyo, hopefully, I'm not sure kung kompleto. So, pero, yung perceivable, kailangan, kompleto yung senses nyo. Kailangan, nasa-sense ng audience nyo, yung technology nyo, or the content na ginagamit nyo. Pag hindi yun perceivable, or pag hindi yun nasa-sense niya, in any way, for example, visually impaired ako, ano ba yung available senses sa akin? Sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of hearing. Ano ba? Taste. So, pang-apat taste, sense of visual. So, ano yung passive na senses after visual? Siyempre, hearing na. So, using screen readers, ginagamit mo yung another set of senses mo to perceive the content. So, yun. Pero, may technology tayo. We have screen readers, we have technology na smartphones and all. Kung yung content mo, the website itself is hindi perceivable itself, like wala kayong alt text, hindi yan mababasa ni screen reader. Or worse, ang babasahin niya, yung jargon na URL niya. Kunyari ang jargon na auto-generate yung image nyo, kaya naka-hexadecimal. A, B, C, 1, 2, 1, 3, 8, 5, .jpg, yeah. So, hindi nila maintindihan yun. So, alam lang nila JPG siya. So, ano ba JPG? So, tatandaan nila. Siguro image siya, pero hindi ko alam kung ano yan. Talaga. So, yun. Siguro secondary yung proper file naming na. So, kailangan maganda yung naming ng files natin. File name. Basically. So, mas okay kung relevant. So, kung yung image mo is about some event na like Meetup na ganito, so kung may pictures kayo, caption it properly. Blah, 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 blah. At description. Okay? So, hindi lang magtatag ka lang sa Facebook na ito yung event namin. Hindi yung magiging hindi yung mababasa. And ang passive na mangyayari nga kapag nilagyan nyo ng description, proper description ng content nyo, magiging searchable siya. So, parang secondary na lang si SEO na optimize natin sa search engine. Okay? Oops. Perceivable, operatable, ibig sabihin ng operatable, nagagamit niya, or you can view it. Yung understandable, naiintindihan niya. So kung ang audience mo is Filipino naman, Tagalogin mo na lang. Kung pwede, as much as possible. Pero kung international, English. Kasi mas marami ang magamit ng English. So kailangan understandable. And use simple language as much as possible. Kasi pag depende sa audience mo, pero kung kailangan i-layman yung term natin, mas okay kung i-layman sa atin. So, pero kung scientific organization ka, okay lang maging technical kasi ang audience mo, more of technical persons talaga. Mga nag-research, mga students, thesis, creation of documents, research. Yun, okay lang. So, bear in mind kung ano yung kung sino yung audience na identify nyo, then kailangan naiintindihan siya. Make it simple. Robust, ibig sabihin, compatible siya sa future technologies, hindi ngayon. Bakit? Kasi ang technology, mabilis. Mag-evolve yan. Ang UX, I think nag-boom lang yan 2 years ago. Back then, wala pa yan. Diba? So, may sarili-sariling methodologies pa yan. Dati, before, wala pa ang methodology na agile. More of waterfall pa lang. So, maraming klaseng technology ngayon. So, we have to support. We have to take in mind yung compatibility ng technology. Like ngayon, pag sinabing deprecated na, so ano ba deprecated? Pag deprecated, you should avoid it as much as possible or you should remove it on your next future release na. Kasi once you update, tapos tinanggal na yung deprecated function na yun or feature na yun, wala na yun. Okay? Sino familiar sa Marquee? Marquee? Ayan. Alam niyo bang Marquee is deprecated na? Pero nung college ako, nung high school ako, tuwa ako gumagalaw yung text ko. Okay? Kasi ano siya, kasi gumagalaw eh, astig eh. Tapos nag-nested Marquee na ako. So instead of vertical lang, horizontal lang siya, nagda-diagonal na siya, parang umiikot na siya, tuwa-tuwa na ako na. So classic. So, nung HTML class namin, gano'n. So, ngayon, deprecated na siya, okay? Pag may nakita akong Marquee sa inyo, avoid that. Kasi, bakit? Kasi, ang reason behind na tinanggal ang Marquee, kasi nag-aantay ka sa text. Actually, hindi lang frustrated ako pag nakikita akong Marquee sa mga billboards. Kunyari may announcement, emergency na pala, may lindol na bakit na gumagapang pa yung text mo. So, part yun na sa operatable. So, kailangan catered siya sa lahat ng user. So, kung yung information, i-flash mo na all at once or wag mo na lang i-flash. Kasi yung mabilis magbasa, mag-aantay, yung mabagal, siguro yung mabagal magbasa, ma-appreciate niya. Ay, okay to, emergency pala. Parang yun. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah. So, that's the core concept ng WCAG. Pero, marami yan. Please read, research, ano mga yan. Pwede ako mag-share ng onti lang, i-share ko sa inyo pag nasa code level lang ako, pero later sige. Then after that, tinarget lang namin support yung WCAG. Level AA. So there's a level of technicality na. The level A, kaya na namin gawin. So tinarget namin is level AA. So may mga so, dati, functionality lang yung tinitignan. Ngayon, pati colors, contrast, the quality of content, ang dami na kailangan tignan. Alam niyo ba may specific contrast ratio dapat ang balance ng colors? Okay, mamaya papakita ko kung paano nyo gagawin yan. Okay? We have tools online how to implement proper contrast ratio. Medyo limiting lang siguro sa designer kasi pero sa ma-appreciate nyo rin kung bakit. So, sige. Next, syempre, after the WCAG, we added accessibility features. We added access keys. Access keys is a shortcut keys ng web. If you didn't know, lahat ng browser supported access keys by default. Kapag yung anchor tag, naglagay kayo ng attribute na access key na attribute, automatically isusupport niya na yun. And if you select shortcut key, sa Chrome, it's Control-Shift, then the key itself, mag-activate yung anchor tag na yun. Anong purpose nun? Meron kasing yung mga ang problem with screen readers is ang read niya is top to bottom. Ang problem doon is karamihan ng clutter nasa header part. Okay? Ano bang mga may kita yung link sa header? Logo siguro. The navigation. Kung contact us, about us, iba pang page 1, page 2, sub-navigation, underground navigation. Tapos after nun, the content na. Ang problem doon, prominent palagi si header. Kapag nag-visit ka sa ibang pages, lagi niyang ilo-load yun, tapos ang read ng screen reader is from top to right, top to bottom, left to right. So ang read niya sa top 1, link 1. So babasahin niya logo, ganyan, navigation, home, about us, contact us, page 1, page 2. Every time, i-read niya bago ka makapunta sa content. Yung iba, kabisado na, yung mga gumagamit ng screen readers, kabisado na yung header ng kasi ulit-ulit yun. So we use shortcuts para diretso tayo sa content. So kunyari na-navigate ka na sa page, mas mabilis na yung navigation natin sa content. So may shortcut key, usually dapat sa content. Then usually dapat siya yung pinaka-first tab stop. Pag sinabing tab stop, pag tab mo, after the URL bar, yun yung first ma-highlight. Okay? Pero pangit naman kung nandun siya, pero visually medyo pangit display. But we have workarounds para doon. I'll show you one more techniques. Next, accessibility buttons. Okay. So, medyo naging technical na. So, ito yung mga, then, improve yung mobile responsiveness and optimization. Then, GWT version 25 long-term support was released. Pag long-term support, i-support namin yan, any issues, bugs, yan, i-fix namin. And any other feature request, titignan namin kung ano yung pwedeng gawin for the template. On 2017, 7 issues was filed in GitHub and the story was closed. Pero hindi lang dito yung pumapasok na, hindi lang dito yung location ng source ng mga issues. So may nag-report this through our help desk system. So merong mga agencies mismo yung nakakausap namin. Sir, pwede bang ganito? Pwede ba mag-attay ng t-shirt ganyan? Then, pinag-aaralan namin yung natin. 2018, minor fix patches was released, version needed for WordPress 25 stable for the WordPress sites. And GWT are still open for issues and suggestions. So, yun lang. Hindi ko na sige pa. Unti na lang. Kaya pa ba? As in, unti na lang. Access keys, shortcut, okay lang, sige. Pakita ko lang. Kasi sayang para at least lahat tayo accessibility na. Accessible na sa content na. Okay. So, napakita ko lang yung code level niya. Na innards ng WordPress mismo to. So, hanapin ko lang yung pinaka-main. Tagal ko na rin kasi hindi ko na buksan. Okay. You see here, sa pinaka-unang part, ito, sige. Papakita ko na lang yung accessibility keys. So, nandito yung accessibility shortcut. Kung napansin nyo, right after the value ng access keys agad. So, ang advantage niyan is yung top stop, sila yung first na na-highlight na items. Ang technique namin dyan is we hide them. So, may internet na dito. Pero anyway, you can visit any government ngayon. We are currently, ano bang sila? Anong sigat na gumagamit ng GDP? Sige, sa ano na lang, local meetings. Sige, pero, sige, ayan na. Ang technique namin dito is, we don't display none. Pag display none, yung buong elements na to, mawala yan entirely. So, merong techniques to hide them. Ang ginagawa namin, height 0 pixels, width 0 pixels. Tapos, on cover the element, i-display namin siya properly naman. It's either naka-absolute siya sa top. Tapos, tsaka lalabas yung link na access key, phone, access key, contacts. Ito pala yung mga common access keys. Please. Ito, then next pala is accessibility statement. Kailangan din turuan nyo yung users nyo on how to use your website. Yung iba, hindi familiar na kung paano gamitin yung website. Like, meron bang shortcut keys yan on how to use that. So, eto, may statement kami na this website adopts web accessibility guide. So, statement siya. Pinapahayag namin sa readers namin na meron siyang accessibility features. Tapos, ito yung shortcut keys. Sa Chrome for Linux, press Alt-Shift shortcut key. Ibig sabihin, Alt-Shift, kunyari gusto mo sa home, Alt-Shift, home. Then, in other combinations, for Firefox, Alt-Shift and shortcut keys. For Internet Explorer, Alt-Shift shortcut key. Then, press Enter. Ang problem kay Explorer is, hindi niya i-click automatically. I-highlight niya lang, then you have to press Enter pa. On Mac naman, ang control option shortcut key. So, access key is a browser feature. Available na yan. Wala kaming script dyan. So, maglagay lang kayo ng attribute ng access keys. Automatic na yan, ma-implement na yan. You can try. Sample lang, HTML page, i-simulate nyo. Yun. Then, ginawa lang namin ito configurable. Para maging configurable siya sa team. Kaya siya merong links. Different links. So, any questions sa template or in general? Yes?
Sir, as pala kung tama ang pagkakaroon ko ba sa GWHS yung pag-collocate ng website ng isang agency sa inyong sa PSN sa ICO?
GWHS is part of a service ng government para sa government agencies. So, basically, web hosting siya for government. So, yun. Hindi siya co-location or hosting directly talaga.
So, may naka-in-house siya?
Depende, kasi may mandate yung mga different agencies. If you want to learn more kasi yung mandated, you can read about EO39. Pero may specific agencies na kailangan ng mandate. NGA, National Program.
Part of National Defense.
Ayun, dapat ma-transition sila sa GWHS. Yes, and part kailangan gumamit sila ng government program as mandate na policy ng EO39.
Then, sir, may question.
Sige.
Yung meron bang format na sa transparency seal na meron ba sinabi na dapat ito nasa left or right side ng website?
Hindi naman. Ang guide niya lang is prominent dapat siya sa front page.
So okay lang kahit sa side siya?
Yung iba nilalagay sa header, nilalagay sa sidebar. Okay lang. We don't mandate kung paano siya. Paano yung location.
That's what's it.
Yes.
So, kahit gawin natin in-house yung website pero yung pwede kong ipa-check namin sa inyo yung para sa assessment kung pumasa siya sa yung
Ayun, sige, you can apply for the service, then we'll assist you kung paano mag-migrate. Tapos, may assessment process yun. So, pero hindi naman yung agad-agad. Pwedeng, slowly but surely yung migration mo sa pag-transfer.
Kasi nasabi naman dati, 2040 yung terminal. Yan lang, hindi ako updated sa ngayon. So, wala na rin ako nasa. Pero bala namin na hindi continue. Ganda, depending.
Sige, apply kayo ng service. Okay. Sige, i-apply nyo kasi sayang. Kasi budgeted yun ng PICT. So, at no cost for agencies.
Wala date mo wala. Dapat wala siyang date na iba. So, sa akin mo may contract. Parang sakali, pwede namin kayo
meron naman for helpdesk support bibigyan sa helpdesk at ay marami kami at support pero hindi na ganun. So, yun, we can revert
Sige, any questions pa sa sa government template, sa questions? Wala na? Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay lang ba? Break ko lang. Break ko lang. So far with your engagements sa branch ng Gov that talagang yung nagmamanaging ng content for what value do they see for a good website? Kasi as much as possible, I think basta may website, okay na sila eh. They're not that much into technical stuff. So if mostly the technical stuff goes to you guys. So far with your interaction with them, what value do they see a good website?
Yung what value or basically ang advantage nila kapag gumagamit sila ng template is yung technical knowledge nila, hindi na ganun yung kailangan na technical knowledge on how to produce a good website, not just government website, is mas nalilesen yung work.
mas less yung work niya. Then, mas quality na yung products nila kasi hindi na nila kailangan how to build the website. Pero generate na sila ng content nila, ng specialty nila on their instead of learning so yun, mas in-facing sila sa kanila.
Other questions? By the way, pwede nyo gamitin siya if you know a school, state university school, pwede nyo i-recommend to for them. So, or kung may kakilala kayo na government agencies or you're engaged with them, you can promote kung template ito that we have the template, you can use it for free at no charge. And feature-rich na siya, applicable na marami ng features ko, supported na lahat. Ng common features ng isang team na kakailangan nila. So, please, and if kayo personally gagamit nito, please report issues and bugs para we can solve them. Para mas magandang gamitin siya in the future. Okay? So, then, pwede nyo rin itong gamitin in your personal, baguhin nyo lang, tanggalin nyo lang yung government staff. Personal things na since open source. That's how open source works. Okay? Yeah. So, yun lang. Sige, and thank you.
Wala na sabi pa, di ko na matino na CMS. Kahit ano ba? anong mas, ano siya, June or Burmese? Anong talaga sa naman? Anong mga
Okay. Well, relatable, pero I always suggest mas mabilis na generation ng content. Word is content. Pero kung hindi mo lang content, I'm sure picture na series. Pero sa ganyan pa rin, especially
pero yun, di ba, sure shot siya na sila yung mga assess nyo, nakapasa sa assessment nyo. So yun yung sure shot na talaga hindi makapasa sa mga cars or mga stock or
not 100% kasi may some case na yung lagi pinili. Sa WordPress, pinili. Very fun. Never publish sa WordPress or doon nagkaroon ng mitigate the issues. Binan namin session. Pero sa nyo lang sa video, pero mayroon sa specific na feature. Ano lang, hindi siya wala ng person. Pero may process na how to build it.
wala kayong deadline na pagka kailangan, ito na dapat may grade na lahat. Wala namang deadline na pinag-deadline. Or
according sa policy mo, maybe 1 year lang na. Pero
ano yung
I think ongoing pa rin. Meron na rin
Sorry, we have to interrupt a bit because medyo pinaka-close na nila yung area na to. But thank you very much, Voltz. Let's give a round of applause. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to approach me later on. Maybe go out for drinks and have a discussion. So I'll call on Pierce to announce a raffle winner for jellyfish vouchers. Voucher. So, nandito pa kaya siya?
Well, let's see if he's still here. So the winner of this free 30 hours class for the home group under Jellyfish Education Consultancy. Let's give it up for Jason Paulo Guevara. Is he still here? Yay! Thank you so much. You're still here for this. Thanks.
oh my God! Documentation. Thanks. Congrats!
Congratulations. And right. We'd like to invite everyone to in line with this mini form function in class. So this is just a mini version, so it's kind of like a meetup or short discussions with the speakers we were with tonight, tonight. So we also have this bigger version called form function in class. Form function in class. So this is going to be on August. So hopefully you could come over. So we'll be having 3 master classes. So we have Vitaly of Smashish Magazine. We will also be having Yijing Chen and also Paul Gurbal Portal. Older Bartel. So this time it's just going to be master classes all day, unlike the previous setup during the past few years where we have speakers first, and then could be a workshop or master class after, or the second day. So
Right after
yeah, so okay, rushing for a class photo with everyone who's still here. Everyone here, yay! Not being awkward over here.